Hi guys. So I wanted to share a quick story about what I learned from visiting Bali. So I think it was about 6 months ago. I went to Bali, Indonesia, and I've learned about happiness over there. So I first went there, and all the people over there were so happy. Like they were so happy, and they didn't have like a good life. I mean, like there was no air conditioning. Some guys were barefoot. They didn't have cars. They were motorbikes, and but they were so happy, right? Because like in South Korea, I see all these buildings. Everyone's in like conditioned areas. They're unhappy. Like, what's the difference? And the main thing I think there are two. So number one is they're really thankful. So every morning they have a ritual, and in the ritual they would go on to these stones, and these stones, there's like a stone tower in every household, and on every household stone towers, every morning they would have some food and give it to the stone and say thank you to the stone because about what they have. They would do that every day, literally every day, and I think that's one of the main reasons. And the second main reason is they had a strong family. So in their town, they had a really close social connection. So when I would ride a motorbike, everyone would kind of like say hello to the guy who was driving my motorbike. And I think those two are the main things because when they when you become I never seen someone who's unhappy who is really thankful. Have you seen that? I think the key to being happy is to be thankful for what you have. And do I have evidence? No, not really. But, and I think the more you believe that you deserve something, the more unhappy you get. So if you're thankful for what you have, you kind of get it's not like being satisfied. It's just being really thankful that you get to have this kind of life. And I've seen a lot of people in Bali, like most of them, are really happy. So yeah. And I just want to add a quick story, which was I saw that guy, and when I went there, there was like middle school kids smoking cigars and like cigarettes. So that felt weird, right? So I asked the guy, the driver, and he was like, "Oh yeah, well like kids smoke. Well, is that bad? Well, it's kind of bad, but so the health score and everything else, people dying from lung cancer or etc. really high. So I went on a hike on Ijen Mountain. It's the beanie that I usually wear. And I had a good chat with him, the guide. And he was like, and I asked him like questions I would ask in South Korea, like what do you do for a living, how do you make your money, what do you eat, what's your hobby, etc. And his life was so simple. It was like it felt almost so. He explained his life. This is how he lives. So when I asked him, so what do you do? Well, I give tours. Um, what do you do if you have money? Well, I have food. What if you run out of money? Well, I work. Um, well, do you need a lot of money? Not really. Why do you smoke a lot? Because I like smoking. What if you die? Then it is what it is. So, so it's kind of weird. They don't have like a really capitalistic success. They were poor. I mean, but they were extremely happy. Like everyone had a really good life. And that got me thinking, right? So I believe this whole money, like capitalistic gains, is not going to really yield happiness. I think the key is in two: be thankful and have a good social connection. Maybe I'm wrong, right? But it's fine. That's what I witnessed. It was a really weird conversation because at first I really couldn't understand. Like, he's like, well, what do you do? Well, I work if I don't have money, And if I have money, I use it. And I buy something I want. And if I don't have something I want, and if I don't have anything that I want, I just take a rest. I just go fishing. Well, and if I need money, I do a tour. Right? Like, it felt so weird. Like, but he seemed so free. And he seemed so happy. This is a weird experience for me. But, yeah. The way he lived. But it wasn't just him. Like, most of the people were like that. You were doing something wrong over here. Yeah. So, this was a bit messy. I didn't have it structured out, but that's what I think. And, I wish you guys enjoyed. See ya.